This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Eala leads September's elite, named PSA Top Achiever. Japan's Higa, LIV Golf superstars and local hero Tabuena set to ignite Manila at the International Series Philippines, presented by Bingo Plus. Fan sues LeBron James over second decision hoax. Terrified his dad will listen to Taylor Swift's new song, Wood. While in Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays eliminate the Yankees 5-2. New York season ends in heartbreak. In the WNBA Finals, A'ja Wilson hits buzzer beater as Aces edge Mercury 90-88 to take a 3-0 lead. And joining us live right here at the BNC studio, the founder of hybrid combat sport Juego Todo, Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 9th of October. Now, here's our roundup. Filipino tennis sensation Eala continues to dominate headlines after being named the Philippine Sports Writers Association's top achiever for September 2025. Eala's breakout season just keeps getting better, from her impressive main draw win at the US Open in August to her first ever WTA singles title at the Guadalajara 125 Open in Mexico. She showed grit and determination, rallying from a set down to beat Hungary's Pana Udvardy 1-6, 7-5, 6-3 and capture her maiden WTA crown. That milestone victory catapulted Eala to the top of the PSA's honor roll for the month, leading a stacked lineup of Filipino athletes who made September a month to remember. Pole vaulter EJ Obiena continued to fly high, winning gold with a 5.3-meter clearance at the Atletang Eala World Pole Vault Challenge. The Alas Pilipinas men's volleyball team also made history, stunning world number 21 Egypt for the country's first ever win in the FIVB Men's World Championship. In darts, lovely May Bebang Orbeta hit the bullseye at the World Darts Federation World Cup in Korea, toppling American Paula Murphy in the finals to bring home the title. Multi-talented athlete Bambi Zoleta also struck gold twice at the World Pickleball Championship in Bali, winning both singles and doubles events. Joining them in the September honor roll were soft tennis standouts Joseph Arcilla, Samuel Nugit, Patrick Mendoza, Bien Zoleta, Princess Katindig, and Christy Sanyosa, who powered Team Philippines to the mixed team title in the 9th Asian Soft Tennis Championships in Korea. The Philippine delegation in motorsports also made waves, taking home the overall nation trophy at the FIA Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship in Sri Lanka. From the tennis courts of Mexico to the streets of Manila and the arenas of Asia, Filipino athletes delivered big time. A September filled with heart, passion, and pride. Now, Manila, are you ready? The heat is on as the International Series Philippines takes over the Santa Elena Golf Club on October 23 to 26. Japan's Kazuki Higa leads a power-packed lineup joined by Filipino pride Miguel Tabuena and golf titans from the LIV Golf League, including Bubba Watson, Patrick Reed, Luis Oistuzen, and Charles Schwartzel. Also in the mix, Ben Campbell, Kevin Na, Danny Lee, Anthony Kim, and Max Lee. The field is stacked, the stakes are high, and the energy is building up. And it's not just about golf. Expect a festival of fun with live concerts, gourmet food, music, and fan experiences that will bring the heat all week long. Golf's biggest names, Filipino pride, and pure adrenaline. This is the International Series Philippines, ready to take over the green. An NBA fan has taken Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James to small claims court after claiming he was duped by the four-time MVP's recent second decision announcement that turned out to be a liquor ad. TMZ Sports reports that 29-year-old Lakers fan Andrew Garcia filed a lawsuit alleging that LeBron's tease of a major decision made him believe the superstar was retiring. Garcia says he bought 2 tickets to the March 31, 2026 game in Cleveland, which he thought would be LeBron's final appearance in his hometown, paying over $400 each. But when the announcement turned out to be an endorsement deal with Hennessy, he claims the tickets lost value. LeBron had teased fans with a post reading "The decision of all decisions," October 7, 12 p.m., sparking speculation about his future. Now, the following day, he revealed a new partnership with a liquor brand, saying, "The decision has been made. Cheers to year 23. The fans' complaint alleges fraud, deception, and misrepresentation. The Lakers, meanwhile, opened their 2025-26 season on October 21 against the Golden State Warriors. Now, for all the Swifties, NFL star Travis Kelce admitted he's dreading the moment his father, Ed, gets to hear Taylor Swift's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, especially the song Wood, which features bold lyrics many believe refer to Travis's personal intimacies. On their podcast, New Heights, Travis and brother Jason joked about playing the album for their dad live. But Travis responded with a laugh and a nervous, "I'm terrified."
Have you talked to Dad about the album?
No.
I haven't talked to him about the album either.
No, I haven't.
Maybe that's who we should get a live listen to.
God, I'm terrified.
Have Papa Kelce listen to Wood live and hear what his reaction is. Oh my God, I would love. I'm going to do it regardless, even if we don't put it on camera. I'm just going to do it.
Big Ed.
Jason pushed to let Ed hear Wood, causing Travis to double down on his nervous laughs and swear, "I'm terrified" again. The Kelce brothers' hilarious banter sent fans into a frenzy online, with Swifties sharing clips of the moment across social media. Many also pointed out how supportive Travis has been of Swift's music, even if this time he'd rather his dad sit this one out. In Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees' 2025 season comes to a bitter end, falling 5-2 to the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 4 of the American League Division Series at Yankee Stadium. Aaron Judge and the Yanks fought hard but couldn't stop Toronto when it mattered most. Judge led the team with an MVP year, 53 homers, 114 RBIs, and a .331 average.
Yeah, we didn't do our job, didn't finish the goal.
Room Cam Schlitter pitched strong to the 7th, but a costly error by Jazz Chisholm Jr. turned the game around. Nathan Lukes followed with a 2-run single off Devin Williams to seal New York's fate. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and George Springer also drove in runs, while Toronto's bullpen held the Yankees to just 1 run until Judge's RBI single in the 9th. The Yankees entered October red hot, winning 8 straight to end the regular season. But Toronto won the AL East on a tiebreaker, forcing New York into the wild card round. The Bronx Bombers survived the Red Sox but ran out of magic against Toronto. The Blue Jays' bats exploded for 23 runs in the first 2 games and never looked back. Judge's heroics in Game 3 kept hope alive, but Game 4 closed the book on New York's season. 16 years since their last World Series title, the Yankees' championship drought continues. Phoenix MVP A'ja Wilson came up clutch, hitting a fadeaway with 0.3 seconds left to lift the Las Vegas Aces over the Phoenix Mercury 90-88 in Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. Wilson dominated with 34 points and 14 rebounds. Jackie Young added 21, and Chelsea Gray contributed 11 points and 5 assists on her 33rd birthday. Dewana Bonner led Phoenix with 25 points. Satu Sabali had 24 before leaving with a head injury, while Alyssa Thomas posted 14 points and 12 rebounds. The Mercury erased a 17-point deficit to tie the game at 88, but Wilson's buzzer beater sealed the win after Bonner's final shot missed. Las Vegas started hot with a 17-0 run and led 55-43 at halftime. Wilson then took over in the third to build a 76-59 lead. The Aces are now 1 win away from their 3rd title in 4 years. No team has ever come back from 3-0 down to win a major final series. A'ja Wilson, MVP, clutch, just unstoppable. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. What is a jump shot in billiards? A jump shot is when the cue ball is struck in a way that makes it jump over an obstructing ball to reach the target ball or pocket. This is done by hitting the cue ball sharply with the tip of the cue at a slight angle. It requires skill, precision, and control to execute without fouling. Mastering the jump shot can turn defensive situations into scoring opportunities. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. WNBA star Caitlin Clark, sidelined by injury, found time to relax and share laughs with comedy legend Adam Sandler during his You're My Best Friend tour stop at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Clark, who stayed engaged through the Fever's playoff run, enjoyed a night off the court with the hustle and happy Gilmore star. Sandler, a longtime basketball fan known for playing in celebrity games, reportedly praised Clark for her impactful rookie season. The two shared a light moment backstage, posing for photos that quickly went viral. The meetup quickly made waves online, proving that even while recovering, Clark remains one of the most talked about names in sports. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 9th of October. Up next, joining us live right here at the BNC studio, the founder of hybrid combat sport Juego Todo, Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. After years of military service overseas, he came back to the Philippines on another mission to elevate Pinoy combat sports and transform the lives of underprivileged fighters. Please welcome to the BNC studio, the founder of Juego Todo, Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac. Sir Ferdy, good evening. Maraming salamat po
Thank
sa
you so
oras
much.
and welcome to BNC.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us here, Sir Anton. It's a pleasure. Of course, the honor is mine. We really need the break to get the word out to the people let them know about Juego Todo. Yes.
Well, we're thankful for the time, sir, and we here at The Scorecard are all for promoting different kinds of sports in the Philippines, and we're thankful to have Juego Todo here tonight. So could you please tell us about the history of Juego Todo? You were telling me that you first conceptualized this back in 2014.
Yes, it was actually founded in 2014, and a friend of mine, an arnisador, he came to me and asked me if I could start promoting arnis as well, because 2013 I was already an MMA promoter, but arnis didn't really appeal to me at that time because they fought on the mat and then they're fully padded and then they use padded sticks. So with all the lightning strikes, you couldn't really see what was going on. So for me, I wasn't interested. But then the light bulb came on. I said, I would do it if I would evolve the art. So basically get them off the mat, put them inside the cage where they can run but they can't hide, and then remove that body armor and then go with the live sticks instead. So that's what we've been doing. And I gathered a group of arnisadors and they became my Grand Council. So it's called the Juego Todo Grand Council. And of course, they're the specialists. So it was a bunch of masters, senior masters, grand masters, those people. So they guided me. Of course, all my crazy ideas, because I'm all about being unique. We at UGB MMA and Juego Todo, we innovate, we don't imitate. So with all the crazy ideas that I wanted to include and make it happen in Juego Todo, they were my counsel, they were my guide. So that's when it started, and since 2014 till today.
Okay. Just looking at these videos, I have so many questions, and I will get to those questions in a bit. But you were telling me also, Sir Ferdy, that the GAB, the Games and Amusement Board, finally approved of this.
Yes.
And from 2014 to 2025, 11 years in the making.
That's correct.
So could you tell me about that long process?
Okay.
And finally, it's here.
The long process, so basically, since it's something new and it's weaponized,
Yes.
so the major concern about the GAB that I've been through, three chairmen already. Chairman Mitra, Chairman Clarin, and then Chairman Rivera. So the major concern was safety,
Yeah.
because like MMA alone, it's not weaponized. It's already dangerous,
Yes.
right? I mean, and then here you are, you have to add sticks.
Yeah.
And then my version of the pro was live sticks. So yantok siya. Yantok. And then there's no body armor, just like what you see here now. That is basically what I wanted to happen. So it was like a tug of war, back and forth kami ni Gab. They wouldn't really approve it because after they look at, we do a demo for them to come and witness what we have going on. And then it's still, so as you can see, 11 years. But what happened was I had to add extra 1-inch padding on the 4 flaps of the headgear.
Yep.
And then my live sticks didn't really pass. So the amateur sticks were this big around inside and then bigger padding. So they ended up approving a bigger stick with lesser foam padding. Yeah, so that became, see this one here is live, right? So it became the approved pro sticks. And to distinguish the amateur and the pro, you'll see the blue and the red for the amateur still. But then if you see them wearing carrying the black, that is the pro already.
So, Sir Ferdy, my question was, when I first saw the initial videos that came out here on the LED, I wanted to ask you what these sticks were made of.
They're made out of rattan.
Rattan.
Yes, or in Tagalog,
Okay.
yantok.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, mas konti na yung padding ngayon sa stick na inapprove ng GAB.
Yeah.
Bakit? Why is that? Mas ano ba yun? Is that more safe if mas konti yung padding?
No, kasi when I transitioned it from the amateur, from the grassroots, na this big around lang and then thicker padding, of course, when you take it up to the next level, taking it to the pro level, it has to have a greater impact because now we're talking combat.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about how it's done in the Arnis tournaments to where it's all about point system. It doesn't have to be a very strong hit, but as long as like you hit the head, you hit certain parts of the body, then it counts as points. So for the professional level, it has to be something that has to be appealing to the audiences. I mean, if you look back in the day of the gladiators, people really loved violence. They love blood. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see, fighters that are fully armored, and then you see all the lightning strikes. But then, what does that equate to, right? So that's why I removed the body armor. That way, after the fight, these guys are like zebras. You see all the stripes here and there. That's proof of the fight. So that's what I call yung tunay na mandirigma.
Okay, man, that's a lot to take in, sir. Before we talk about your upcoming events, and congratulations, by the way, because finally, after 11 years, last August 28, na-approve na ng GAB.
Thank you.
So it's all systems go.
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask about your background, like where did the inspiration start? And you spent years in military service as well.
That's correct. So I did 20 years in the U.S. Navy, and I'm a Persian Gulf War veteran. We didn't really know that we were already there, but that's how the mission is. The captain, the commanding officer doesn't really tell you what's going on until you're actually there. So we were there. I saw action in the Gulf War. But then, after doing 20 years of the service, I already knew I was going to come back here and retire here. Why? Because I had a relative that I saw who lived in by the Clark, Pampanga area.
Yes.
A retired Navy chief, and he was living the life. I mean, he was driving a custom Chevy van, driving around, pensionado, didn't really have to do squat, Every first of the month, here's his pension, here's his paycheck, and it comes in US dollars. So I said, I want to be that guy one day. So basically, that's what happened. I mean, it wasn't a walk in the park because when I applied way back then, the bases were still here. So the agreement between the Philippine government and the US government was still there to where they took in Pinoys to join the Navy. But on my batch, if you come from Subic, you get recruited from Subic. There was 400 of us that day that took the exam. And out of the 400, only 38 made it.
Wow.
That took the test. Then after 6 months, another series of tests, physical, dental, medical, and all of that, only 18 of us made it.
Wow.
So it was really tough. I mean, that's why they call the Subic recruiting station the Class A. It's cream of the crop. I mean, those guys in my batch were doctors, architects, nurses, engineers. For me, I was just school bukol because I didn't really think school was for me.
But congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no joke, yung mga pinagdaanan nyo. And now you get to pursue your passion, which is the first hybrid MMA sport
Correct.
here in the Philippines.
Yep.
So what's next, sir? Kailan ba pwedeng abangan ng mga fans, mga curious fans like myself, ang Juego Todo?
Yeah, I would like to invite everyone on December 12. It's going to happen at Marikina City at the basketball gym. It's newly renovated. It's got AC. It's really nice. So that's where it's going to happen. And we call this, the special part of this event is called Hari ng Latayan. To where the Hari ng Latayan is 10 fighters, and it's basically, it has the last man standing concept. Okay, but unfortunately, we cannot use the live sticks. It's going to be padded. But it's still something worthwhile, watching when you see these guys in action with sticks and knees and kicks and elbows and takedowns and all of that. It's really, really exciting. So that's what we have going on for a year-ender event. And then starting next year, we intend to have monthly events. And we're going to be going all over all the cities and hopefully get to do some provincial tours. Like for February, we have it scheduled to be there at Panagbenga in Baguio City. Yeah.
Sir, going back, when you said 10 people, did you mean 10 people fighting at the same time? Or
No. It's one at a time. Basically, ubusan. So the way it's going to work is I get to pick, I get to draw a name from the hat who the first fighter would be.
Yeah.
And then that first fighter would choose from the rest of the 9 who are there.
And then elimination format
and then elimination
until last
right
person
there. Hanggang
standing.
last man standing.
Wow, that is
and
insane.
then 10,000 pesos ang iuwi that night.
Wow.
And then the belt, Hari ng Latayan.
Wow.
He gets the bragging rights.
Is that the inaugural Hari ng Latayan belt?
Yes, it will be.
It will be.
It will be.
Okay.
Yes, and then we do have 2 pro Juego Todo bouts. So the gap will be there just for the pro side. But for the Hari ng Latayan, it's still amateur, so it's still the skinny sticks, but still the concept of having, ubusan yan eh. 10 guys, last man standing. They go home. The winner goes home with 100,000 cash.
Wow. Well, hopefully we get to cover that event in December, sir.
Yeah.
We'd love to
Please
be there.
Please do. Yeah.
Where can people get more information about Juego Todo in the build-up to your December grand finale?
Okay, everybody could check us out, Juego Todo on Facebook, and also Juego Todo Fighter Management. So if they have any intentions to fight later on, like starting 2026, they could all message us over there. And then our PIO would be the one taking care of the lineup and send it to the matchmaker. And they can hook them up. So we have basically our whole entire calendar of events for 2026.
All right. Well, Mr. Munsayac, thank you so much for introducing to us Juego Todo. And we're looking forward to the build-up and December event as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sir Anton.
Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac,
thank you
here with us here tonight on the Scorecard. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Up next, 2 heavyweights with everything on the line. Los Angeles is 1 win away from moving on, but Philadelphia won't go down without a fight. So lock in, because this one's going to echo all the way to the National League. Better keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Tomorrow, the Los Angeles Dodgers are 1 win away from returning to the National League Championship Series. But the Philadelphia Phillies, they're the kind of team that never goes down quietly. This game is 4 of the National League Division Series, and the air is thick with October pressure. The Dodgers, they have control. 2-1 after this morning's 8-2 loss, where Kyle Schwarber basically sent 2 baseballs into orbit. Now, here's the crazy part. He became only the 2nd player ever to hit a ball over the right field pavilion at Dodger Stadium. The first, Willie Stargell, back in 1969. That is rare air. But the Dodgers still have the edge because every time they lose, they seem to come back even harder. The last 7 games, or the last 10 rather, Los Angeles has won 9. They're hitting .258 as a team. And their pitching staff has been a wall with a 2.84 earned run average. Glasnow's numbers don't tell the whole story. He's been limited. Just 7 starts this year. But his stuff, it's electric. A 4-seam fastball that touches 97 miles per hour. A slider that falls off a cliff. And the kind of postseason composure that makes managers trust him in big moments. Now, on the other side, Christopher Sanchez has quietly been the most underrated arm in the National League. 13 wins, an ERA of 2.50, and over 200 strikeouts. This is the guy who kept Philadelphia floating when Zach Wheeler went down, and now he's their last line of defense. Remember, this is the 10th meeting between both these teams this year. The Phillies actually have the edge in the season series, 5 wins to 4. But home field advantage is a different beast in Los Angeles. The Dodgers are 52-29 here, and when they keep the ball in the park, they're almost untouchable. Shohei Ohtani still hasn't gone deep in this series, which feels strange given that he hit 55 home runs this year. Mookie Betts has been grinding too. Just 1 extra base hit in his last 10 games. But if there's one thing the Dodgers know, it's that superstars can stay quiet until they don't. On the other side, Shorebirds is hot. Bryce Harper's always dangerous. And Alec Bohm is hitting .432 over his last 10. If this lineup gets going early, it could get very uncomfortable very quickly for the home crowd. So stay ahead of the game. As October baseball hits fever pitch, the Dodgers are 1 win away from the NLCS. But the Phillies, they're fighting to keep the dream alive in Game 4. So buckle up, and here is your breakdown. And that's a wrap on our Game 4 preview. The Dodgers have the lead, the Phillies have the fire, and both teams know that one swing could change everything. Ohtani, Harper, Shorebird, Glasnow, and Sanchez. The stage is set, the crowd is loud, and the moment absolutely massive. So lock in and keep your eyes on the prize because this one could define the series. Just in, Helene Rasu just walked into the PVL like she owned the place, leading the Farm Fresh Foxies to win over the next-led Chameleons 3-1. 38 points. First game coming off an ankle injury. That's not a debut. That is a takeover. The Farm Fresh Foxies didn't just win. They announced themselves. Ces Molina is back. Riri Meneses is back. And Rasu, she's playing like she's been waiting her whole life for this league. She's not just in the 30-point club, she's rewriting the entry rules. So stay tuned for more on the PVL. Before we go, think on this. From one of Major League Baseball's greatest players, a 14-time All-Star and 3-time MVP, one of the most powerful hitters in the sport, surpassing 690 career home runs and leading the New York Yankees to a 2009 World Series championship. Alex Rodriguez once said, "You have to be willing to risk failure in order to succeed." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.